Some celebrities have insane taste in fashion, but their cars are some of the wildest vehicles you're ever gonna see. Today, we're diving into some of the weirdest, craziest, and most unhinged celebrity car customizations to ever hit the road. Will.i.Am's $900,000 Volkswagen Beetle disaster. Will.i.Am might be a genius in the recording studio, but in the garage, not so much. This tragic Frankenstein mobile started as a classic 1958 Volkswagen Beetle. Simple, iconic, loved by hippies and history buffs everywhere. But then Will.i.Am said, nah, I want it to look like a time-traveling spaceship that crash-landed into a Hot Wheels factory. He dropped a cool $900,000 on customizing it. And by customizing, we mean changing his mind every 2 weeks until the car was stuck in design purgatory. West Coast Customs spent 2 years trying to make sense of his ever-evolving vision, which somehow ended in this. A Beetle with the curves of a Dodge Charger, the face of a confused robot, and the soul of a disappointed mechanic. If the car had emotions, it would be crying in the garage, asking itself, what even am I anymore? Antonio Garay's Hello Kitty smart car. Antonio Garay, a 6'4", 320-pound NFL nose tackle, isn't the first person you'd expect to see behind the wheel of a tiny Hello Kitty themed smart car, but that's precisely what makes this ride so delightfully unexpected. The story begins at a Mercedes-Benz dealership in San Diego. Garay, known for his playful personality, visited the dealership in search of a smart car. As a joke, the staff presented him with a Hello Kitty edition. To their surprise, Garay loved it and decided to purchase it on the spot. He admitted that he wasn't particularly familiar with Hello Kitty at the time, but appreciated the humor and uniqueness of the car. Despite its whimsical appearance, Garay proudly drove the car, stating that none of his teammates mocked him for it, perhaps because few were willing to challenge a man of his size. He even embraced the theme further by acquiring a Hello Kitty baseball cap and receiving various Hello Kitty gifts from fans. Garay's choice reflects his belief in not taking life too seriously and spreading laughter wherever possible. In a world where athletes often opt for flashy supercars, Garay's Hello Kitty smart car stands out as a testament to individuality and humor. Justin Bieber's Rolls-Royce Wraith Mutant. Bieber took a Rolls-Royce Wraith, one of the most elegant, stately cars ever built, and said, let's make it look like a rejected prototype from Cyberpunk 2077. His custom Wraith, built by West Coast Customs, looks like someone hit future mode on Forza and never turned it off. The wheels are tucked so deep you'd think they got shy, the fenders float in midair like a glitch in the Matrix, and the headlights, they look like they're judging you for even looking at the car. Some people say it's visionary, others say it's vehicular identity theft. Either way, it's less Rolls-Royce, more roller coaster tycoon. Honestly, it's like someone took a Wraith to space and it re-entered the atmosphere all wrong. John Cena's InCENArator custom Corvette. If you ever wondered what would happen if a Corvette had a midlife crisis and joined a sci-fi villain's army, look no further than John Cena's InCENArator. Designed by Parker Brothers Concepts, this post-apocalyptic beast looks like it drove straight off the set of Mad Max after getting rejected for being too intense. With stealth fighter angles, huge exhaust ports that look like they were stolen from a space shuttle, and Lamborghini-style scissor doors, the InCENArator might be the wildest retirement gift a muscle car ever received. And yes, it runs. It's built on a real C6 Corvette chassis, but it's so decked out with sci-fi styling that it's hard to tell what part is actually still Corvette. One look at this thing and you'd expect lasers to shoot out when Cena presses the horn. Cena originally showcased the car on Dream Machines, and it's become a bizarre icon among celebrity customs. It's not just over the top, it's on another planet. One viewer described it best. It looks like RoboCop and a Transformer had a baby, and it works out at Gold's Gym. George Clooney's tiny Tango T600. George Clooney, the epitome of Hollywood cool, surprised everyone when he opted for the Tango T600, a car that's narrower than a motorcycle and shorter than a smart car. This electric vehicle looks like it was designed for a clown car act, but is, in fact, a serious attempt at urban transportation. Clooney was the first customer for this ultra-narrow electric car, which boasts impressive acceleration, going from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 4 seconds. However, with its compact size, it raises the question, where does George keep his Oscar while driving? The Tango T600's design allows it to park perpendicular to the curb, fitting into spaces no other car can. It's perfect for city dwellers who find parallel parking a nightmare. Yet seeing Clooney, a man known for his suave demeanor, stepping out of this pint-sized vehicle is a sight that never fails to amuse. While the Tango T600 may not have the flashy appeal of a sports car, it certainly reflects Clooney's commitment to environmental causes and his willingness to embrace the unconventional, it in gray plastic to cover the designs, which somehow made it look worse, like someone tried to censor a fever dream but ran out of budget. Elvis Presley's Messerschmitt KR200. Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, owned Cadillacs, Lincolns, and a Messerschmitt KR200. Yes, the same company that built fighter planes in World War II decided to try cars. And the result looks like a bubblegum dispenser on tricycle wheels. The Messerschmitt KR200 had a canopy that opened like a fighter jet, but that's where the cool factor ends. It had 3 wheels, a top speed of 56 miles per hour if you were going downhill, and was about as spacious as a coat closet. Imagine Elvis with his cape and hair pompadour trying to squeeze into this sardine can. This thing made the VW Beetle look like a limousine. Honestly, if this car had Bluetooth, it would still be playing Elvis saying, thank you very much. Now get me out of here." If you're enjoying the video, hit that like button, subscribe, and tell us your favorite or most hated celeb vehicle. Jay Leno's homemade 1931 Shotwell Trike. Jay Leno owns more cars than some countries have taxis, but even with his insane collection, the 1931 Shotwell 3-wheeler stands out like a sore thumb, wearing flip-flops. This trike was originally built by a 17-year-old kid in the 1930s using spare Model A parts and a motorcycle engine, so basically it's the world's first Frankenstein Uber. When Jay found it, he didn't just collect it, he had it restored, which is like polishing a potato and hoping it turns into a Tesla. It's got 3 wheels, 0 style, and all the charm of a rolling lawnmower. But hey, it's one of a kind. That doesn't mean it's good, it just means no one else wanted to copy it. Jay may love it, but if this thing pulled up next to you at a light, you'd probably assume it was lost from a local science fair. Snooki's cop-hitting Fiat disaster. Snooki's Fiat Multipla might be small, but it made big headlines, mostly because she crashed it into a police car in Italy. Yes, the Italy, land of pasta, Ferraris, and now reality TV wrecks. The car was white with neon pink trim and leopard print on the inside, in a perfect match for Snooki's vibe, tiny, chaotic, and probably full of questionable decisions. According to reports, she rear-ended not 1, but 2 police officers. No one was seriously hurt, except maybe the dignity of Italian law enforcement. Let's be real, if this Fiat had a voice, it would just constantly scream, "I shouldn't be here." Snooki called it a misunderstanding. The cops called it a vehicular Jersey Shore episode. Jay Leno's ridiculously loud EcoJet. Jay Leno is the king of weird cars, but even for him, the EcoJet is next level bonkers. This thing looks like Batman's weekend car, but instead of a V8, it runs on a jet turbine engine. Yes, like a helicopter. Why? Because Jay can. Built in collaboration with GM and Honeywell, yes, the aircraft people, the EcoJet doesn't just go fast. It screams down the street like a Boeing 737 with road rage. It's powered by biodiesel, which means it's technically eco-friendly, though nothing about this rocket on wheels feels very green. It has afterburner pipes, a glass roof, and a dashboard that probably needs its own pilot license. Honestly, this is what happens when a billionaire car nerd gets bored on a Tuesday. Dwayne. The Rock Johnson's Plymouth Prowler. Dwayne Johnson is known for muscles, charisma, and some truly unhinged taste in cars. Case in point, his custom Plymouth Prowler. This car already looks like it was designed by a teenager who just discovered Photoshop. It's a mix of hot rod, speedster, and retro fever dream, but The Rock took it even further, and with chrome on chrome, flames, and a build that looks like it skipped leg day. And here's the kicker, The Rock is so big, he can't actually fit in it comfortably. It's like watching a WWE champion try to ride a unicycle. He says it's one of his favorite cars, and we're happy for him. But let's be honest, the Prowler looks like the Batmobile's goofier cousin who always shows up to the family reunion wearing sunglasses at night. Kanye West's post-apocalyptic Sherp ATV. And finally, coming in at number 1, Kanye West's Sherp ATV, aka the off-road love child of a monster truck and a toaster oven. This tank-like vehicle looks like it was built by a doomsday prepper with a Yeezy budget. Forget Lambos and Maybachs. Kanye rolled up to the Wyoming wilderness in a Sherp, a tiny armored amphibious rover with balloon tires, zero subtlety, and 100% what is that thing at energy. Originally built for tackling Siberian tundra, swamps, and possibly alien invasions. The Sherp is the last thing you'd expect a billionaire rapper to flex, but of course, Kanye isn't exactly known for doing things normally. He bought an entire fleet of these, and rumor has it they're used to shuttle guests around his Yeezy campus like it's the set of Mad Max. Sunday service. And yes, they float. These little beasts can literally drive across a lake, which means Kanye can now leave any awkward social interaction by casually drifting away on water. That's billionaire energy. One report said he used Sherps to deliver footwear samples across his ranch. Somewhere out there, a size 12 Yeezy boot was airdropped via ATV into a meadow like a sacred prophecy. Each Sherp costs upwards of $120,000, but to Kanye, that's basically gas money. Honestly, the vehicle makes perfect sense for someone who once said he's running for president while wearing a bulletproof vest. If the end times ever do arrive, don't worry, you've already got a convoy ready, and it's probably blasting Jesus Walks on loop.